Bugs, little bugs, go away. I am plagued by little bugs. Hello. Hi, I'm Amanda Call, and I'm gonna draw some stuff. The camera seems very close. I might move it. We'll see. You're very up close and personal with me right now. And there's small bugs everywhere. I'm sorry if small bugs flit into frame and that bothers you. It bothers me too. They shouldn't be there. But anyway, hello. I am working on the page of I Am the First. This is chapter or issue 3, chapter 3, whatever you want to third part of I Am the First, page 14. Last week we started blank panels and one perspective grid, and we got 3 panels completely drawn. We've got 3 panels left that I roughed in but are not quite drawn yet. I'm going to sharpen my pencil. I changed around my setup recently, which is why the camera is like super close. If it's too close, let me know and I'll try to nudge it back up. It's a different thing now than what I used previously. I had been using one of those like cheap dollar store like springy gooseneck clamp things, which it's fine. It'll do if you gotta, but it was not ideal by any means, and it drove me nuts. That's not what that's supposed to be. That is I'm being silly. Okay. I forgot what my underdrawing meant. I remember now. Let's fix that. This is what happens if I don't finish all of the drawing in one go, is that sometimes I forget what my little underdrawing scribbles are supposed to mean. This is the sleeve. That's because there's the button. This is like a denim jacket that's hanging in the foreground. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so this is issue 3 of I'm the First. It should be coming out next month, so I'm trying to finish it. That would be good. All right, this is not the cuff. This is a phone sticking out of the pocket of the jacket. Kind of precariously, honestly. Makes me a little nervous just to draw it. Oh, it started raining. Been waiting for rain like all day, and now I can hear it coming down out there. Good, good. All right. It's a phone in a pocket. I will probably add some text on this, but because this is going to be digitally colored, I will probably add the text digitally. Just because it'll also it is a digital screen, so it'll look more correct for it to be done digitally later, if that makes sense. All right, now I've got to work on Alex's face. I'm going to bring up my reference on my computer so I can look at that while I'm doing this, and hopefully not block chat so that if people are asking me questions, I can still see them. Which, if you have any questions or comments or anything, just let me know. It may take me a moment to look up and see it if I'm in the middle of drawing something, but I will answer any questions to the best of my ability once I see them. Oh, the heavens have opened out there. It is raining. Oh my gosh. You guys might even be able to hear that on the stream. It is coming down out there. Hey, Hungry. Thanks so much for joining me. All right. This leg needs to be like over here somewhere. We don't need to belabor it too much, but yeah, leg. It's mostly blocked, but we don't want him to just be a floating torso. Hey, Spud. Ugh, in the hundreds. Ugh. Is it raining rocks on your roof? It seems that way. This building has a metal roof, so and it's only one story. So when it does rain, it's like when it rains heavily, like it does just did, it is quite loud. There's not a lot between me and the metal roof. Clean up some of this underdrawing here. Yeah, we have had not as much rain as we were supposed to lately. We're in a drought. It normally rains a lot in the summer in Maine, and it has not rained all that much in here, up in this area lately. So I'm kind of like, yes, please. Rain, please. I would like my garden to not be completely parched. Alec, what is happening with your hand here? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's slightly better. And Hungry says, I live in the Pacific Northwest. We have more days of rain than anything. It's nice now, but it won't last long. Yeah. See, we have more months with snow on the ground than not, but a lot of that time it is not like actively snowing. It's just so cold that the snow doesn't go anywhere. But it's like It's like 7 months a year out of the year that we have snow on the ground. It's pretty ridiculous. And our days don't quite get like Alaska short, but they get pretty short in the winter. All right. We've got Roxy back here. So there's Alec. Now we gotta get Roxy in here. Okay, I'm just gonna get her mannequin first before I try to do details. Am I in frame? Let me make sure I'm in frame. Sorry. Like I said, still getting used to like this slightly new setup. All right, now I need to sharpen my pencil and try to get some of those details in. Making pretty good time this evening. Clean some of this up. I have too many things going on here. Okay. So what else has been going on? Hope everyone has been doing well. I am busily getting ready for a convention this weekend. I'm going to be at Plastic City Comic Con in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. I've restocked a bunch of stuff. I had some new things I was making that are pretty much done now. I still have a bunch of mini comics to reprint and reassemble. All right, Roxanne and her superhero shirt that's totally not a copyrighted image. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so that's most of that panel. I've got to do some of this background business. We've got a bunch of like I've got some beams. This is kind of an upshot, so we'll do some pipes up there. Kind of a suggestion of, yeah, there's stuff back there. They're still in an environment. It exists. Stuff exists in this space. Okay. Where are we at? We're 20 minutes in. We got a panel done. That's good. Panel done is good. My reference images. That's not the angle I need. That's so not helpful. Okay. That's the trouble. I need to like take a reference image I already have and like flip it. It's always what happens. Flip the picture. Let's go. Oh, it died. Okay. Oh no, now I'm killing my computer. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I have something to work with. Computer's like, I'm not gonna cooperate with you. What, are you trying to stream? Too bad. All right, now this is a slightly tricky kind of thing. I want it to be clear that she was like holding the jacket and pulling the phone out with the other hand. Hey, someone sane. So how are we gonna make it look like she was holding the jacket? Kind of like gripping fabric. Kind of like one of these situations, I think. So we've got okay, I think that gesture made that way. All right, hopefully that'll read. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see once we get it a little bit more solidified. All right, and we have to also have her like believably holding a phone up to her face. Like it shouldn't be a difficult gesture to pull off. You would think. You would think it would not be difficult to look like she's actually holding a phone. I say as I immediately begin struggling. Okay, her shoulders up here, her hand is here. Okay. Okay, I think I can make that mess actually turn into something useful for what we're trying to do here. Maybe, possibly. All right, let's clean up that hand. Oop. Yeah, I think that's reading pretty well. That she's actually like gripping the fabric. Yes, arts. Hello, Space Viking Productions. Uh-oh. You're watching me and you're not watching Jesse's Whatnot stream. You're gonna lose some friend points. Not with me, but with Jesse. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Yes, he is on right now. Or he was as of like a half an hour ago. He's probably still on. And now Space Viking Productions is trying to figure out how to stream both things. I have a better rewards program. I would like to redeem my friend points, please. Yes, I am friends IRL with Space Viking Productions, and our friend Jesse Lundberg is currently doing a stream on Whatnot where he is making sketch covers and like doing comic book sketch covers and auctioning them off. And he takes requests, and you should check it out. I mean, preferably not while I'm streaming, but at some point. He has Lundberg graphics on there. I actually recently started doing Whatnot as well. My first stream was on Sunday, and like it went okay. I mean, it went fine for a first stream. Everything sold, so that's good. It's just kind of one of those things of like, because I've only done one stream, I'm still very much in that I have no idea what I'm doing, dog flailing in a space station thing going on. And I'm sure I'll feel more comfortable with it when I do it a little bit more, but if you want to check out our friend Jesse, he is Lundberg Graphics on Whatnot. And if you want to check me out, I should be doing another one tomorrow night. And I'm Amanda Collart on there. And you can score some very affordable arts, making arts and selling them. Unlike this stream, it's very much like this stream where you get to watch me work on something, but unlike this stream, at the end of it, you can buy the thing I worked on. Whereas this, you have to wait for the comic book to be released before you can buy what I'm working on. And even then, you don't get this. You get a book with a copy of this in it. Crafton says, what was the onboarding class like? Oh yeah, so the thing that's cool about Whatnot is that it's like they have a lot of different measures in place to make sure that you exist and are a human and not just like a bot or a content farm or like one of 800 accounts owned by some shop somewhere. So they try to make sure that the platform has a certain amount of integrity. And so they make you actually do like a video call class and then take a little quiz at the end of it and like verify your ID and all that kind of stuff of like, let's make sure you're a real person. And the onboarding class was fine. It was like the actual content of the class was like maybe 20 minutes. And then there was like 25 minutes of like Q&A afterwards. Of course, the Q&A was mostly like the same 4 people asking the same 4 questions over and over and over again, because that's how classes work. That's just how classes work. It never changes. And the class itself was very straightforward. It was just like, if you had read any of the materials to sign up, then you pretty much already knew. Yeah, and they make you take a little like quiz to prove that the person who has access to your account, hopefully you, did pay attention in the class and understands the basics. So that you were actually present and know what they were talking about. But it was not bad at all. I had a moment of like, oh no, did I make a mistake? Because I've worked on the pages after this one, and I was like, but she already has her phone out. It's like, yeah, because those were the pages that come after this one, Amanda. You were working on those pages. It's fine. Just having this moment of like continuity panic. I'm like, wait, what? It happens when you work on comics out of order. All right, I'm gonna get that logo on her shirt. Okay, cool. There's that panel. So we only have one left. Hooray! Making good progress. All right, this is the back of Alex's head. Yeah, let me know how you like this setup versus how I was doing it previously. Do you like being closer to the page? Did you like being a little bit farther away so you could see more of it at once? Or do you like getting a little closer, seeing what I'm working on up close? Let me know what you preferred. It's so close. It's so close. I don't, yeah, it's so close. Is that good? Is that bad? Intimate art. Oh, no, that's a different category altogether. We are not doing intimate art here. We'll remind people this stream is set as not for children, but it's not that kind of stream. Not for kids just means I can like curse on here if I want to an extent. I don't have advertisers. I could curse if I want to. My channel's not monetized. You can't threaten me with demonetization. I can't speak.
About demonization.
Demonization? No, not demonization either. Hopefully. No demons on my channel, please. There's the back of Alex's head. I want to point something out about this sequence when I'm done with this panel. Someone remind me in case I forget when I'm done with this panel that I want to tell you something. Ooh, thunder. Hopefully I don't lose internet.
True story.
If I suddenly drop out, there is a thunderstorm going on. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but no guarantees. Again, I'm going to struggle to, like, just put a cell phone in this character's hand. It's apparently a very difficult thing to draw, I guess. Oh, you also have a thunderstorm going on? Yeah. Thunder. Sharpen my pencil. Little bug. Go away, little bug. No one asked you to be here. I don't know what it is. The last couple of nights, little bugs have gotten in here, like, really badly. And then I'm, like, trying to work, and they're all dive bombing my computer screen or my desk lamp. My husband's trying to paint pictures, and they're, like, flying into his eyeballs and into his paint. Are you getting attacked over there, dear?
Not yet.
Not yet. It got vicious later as the night wore on last night. Oh, almost there on the pencils on this page. So close. So close. We're almost there. All right. Hooray. Hooray! We got the pencils. All right. I just want to point something out real quick. On the bottom tier of this page, I want to point something out. So, we'll start at the top here. So, okay. They're talking. They're talking. We've got Roxanne's over here, and Alec is over here, and they're having a conversation, and then Alec says something, and he's saying something important, obviously, from the way that he's, like, framed. But then, something's going on. Obviously, the phone rang, because that's, there will be sound effects to make it more obvious, but it's in the foreground, and they're both looking at it. The phone rang. And then, okay, Roxanne picked up the phone, and she's talking on the phone, and now look, Alec is now on the left instead of the right. He's been on the right this whole time, but now he's on the left, and the page would catch on fire. Nobody died. You can hear the whole, so there's this concept of the 180 rule, where if your characters have to stay on the same side of the panel, like in every shot, and you can kind of swing your point of view around a little bit, so, like, we're more on this side, we're more on that side, but one is always on the left, one is always on the right. I don't even know my left from right, obviously. One is always on the left, one is always on the right. But that rule is like a general rule. It's not an ironclad, don't you ever not do it, that no, everyone will be confused and your page will explode. Obviously, there was a pretty clear visual cue as to what was happening here and how they changed positions. And it's fine. Like, your characters are allowed to move. You're allowed to move your point of view. Your characters are allowed to move around the scene. You just don't want to be jumping around erratically. Like, you want there to be a purpose to it. You want it to be a guided movement so that the reader can keep up with it. But, like, it's okay. It's okay. This panel's okay. It's fine. It would also look really weird if he was still on the right in this panel, because then he'd be looking back into the page when the direction that we're reading in is going this way, and so he'd be, like, blocking the motion of you reading the page, which just creates a weird tension that doesn't really work. Nobody died. We're okay. Exactly. This is just a nice little demonstration of how, like, this rule is, like, it's a good guideline. You should be mindful about adhering to it most of the time, but be aware that it is not like an end all be all. There's pretty much no end all be all rules in comics or art or anything like that, for that matter, anything creative. You just have to make sure that whatever you're doing with intention and forethought. Okay, that's my little spiel. I'm gonna start some inks now. We have like 15 minutes left in the stream, so I'm gonna start working on the bugs. Go away. I'm gonna start working on the background inking. Just don't have them jumping around erratically. Goku, hold my sensu bean juice. Yeah, exactly. We're going to start some background inking because we have a few minutes, so why not? I have a bunch of junk on my table. Get out of the way. Junk. What is that? That's not what I want. All right, this is what I want. I want my Royal Talons India ink. And I want to not stab myself on my pens. I want my Hunt 107 nib pen. And I'm going to be working on some of these, like, architectural elements in the background here. So I'm going to need some straight lines. So I'm going to get my triangle, my trusty triangle for my straight edge. Load up some ink. I'm going to shift the orientation here and just line up with some of these lines. This bug! The audacity! Get out of here. No. Good grief. Anyway. That's what I get for living in the wilderness. I'm keeping these lines pretty light, pretty thin, because this is stuff that's in the background. It doesn't need to pop forward. We want it to stay back there. There's really not a ton of background stuff in this particular page. There was a lot of like background stuff on the pages previous to this in the same scene. So as long as we're just kind of checking in that the background still exists and our characters are not floating in the void, then we don't need to go over the top with every single panel. That, I went too far. That wasn't supposed to go all the way down. Whoops. I will have to use some whiteout and fix that later, because that's supposed to be the bottom of a pillar. Oops. Clean. Alright, flip this and get some of the straight edges on this phone. The cool thing about the triangle, whoops, I need a little more ink. The cool thing about my triangle is that it has like a beveled edge, so the edge that I am, like the surface that I'm guiding my pen along, is not actually touching the paper. There's like a little like gap in between there. Clear ruler few? I don't understand. It is a clear straight edge. I don't understand what few is supposed to mean. Or is that supposed to be FTW? It is FTW. Okay, that's what I thought. It's like, few? Yes, I do only have one of them. I guess that is few of them. Oh, gotta make sure when you're cleaning your edge, you don't just like make a worse mess, which sometimes happens. Please be gone, little bugs. I guess not. iPad's just like, that's not a word. How dare you? Got her little palette back here. Boop, boop, doop. Other little odds and ends. I think the small creatures don't want to be on my art. They just want to be near my lights. They just want the light. It says, my space paintings for my art showing next month. They have a lot of bugs that were unfortunately in the path of the spray paint. Oh no. Oh no. Poor bugs. Poor little bugs. Happens. They are now part of the art. Immortalized in spray paint. Made a sacrifice to the art gods. All right, we're in the last 10 minutes of the stream, so I'm going to do the YouTube things while I continue to do some straight edge work here. And remind you, I'm Amanda Call. I am working on a page from I Am the First, which is a comic that is written by my friend Jeremy Flagg. It is drawn by me. You can buy the first 2 issues of I Am the First and learn all about the series at bravenewcomics.com. This is from the 3rd issue, which will be coming out next month. And this is my YouTube channel, where I work on art every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you like watching me work on art, you should like this video, subscribe to the channel, all of the things that you do to make the YouTube go. Very frequently on the channel, I am also working on pages from my webcomic Age of Night, which you can find at ageofnight.com. It's a fantasy webcomic that updates every day. The whole thing you can read for free online. Ageofnight.com is AGEOFNIGHT.com. Some of these little lines here. That's better. Other places you can find me. You can follow me on the social medias. I'm on Twitter at Age of Night, spelled just like the comic. I am on Instagram at Amanda Call Art. I'm also on TikTok at Amanda Call Art, and now Whatnot, where I will be doing other art streams and also selling some original artwork and prints and that sort of thing. Definitely check me out there if that's something that you're interested in. You can also support me on Patreon. Patrons always get their Age of Night pages a week early. They get free comics. They get little behind-the-scenes sneak peeks. So if you're interested in like the process of how I make comics, all the work that goes into this stuff behind the scenes, that's a really great place to be. And I just super appreciate it. It helps a lot. And that's at patreon.com/ageofnight, which is also spelled just like the comic AGEOFNIGHT. And what else? What else? I feel like I'm always forgetting something. There's too many things. I will be at Plastic City Comic-Con this weekend in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. It's not like a huge con, but it's pretty decent sized for the region. Haven't been since 2019. It's been canceled the last 2 years, so it'll be nice to go back and see everybody. Hope everything goes well. I'm sorry, what? What? For real? Can you please? It flew in my face. Rude. Yay, it's a phone. There you go. Really, what were you talking about? I was just doing the socials and cross promotion rundown things, Space Viking. It's fine. It was literally just like stuff you already know. My website, my Patreon, my other social media handles. It's not stuff that you're already aware of. And the fact that we'll be at Plastic City this weekend, Space Viking should be there too. All right, I think that is going to do it for this evening. Let's see if I can pull off a big dramatic pan out to see what we have so far on this page, because after working on this for an hour this evening, all right, let's see if I can do this without destroying my shelf or the thing or dropping my camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, sort of. Now that doesn't want to focus. It's all blown out. Thanks, light. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, there's the page. There it is. We now have it fully penciled We have started background inks. Hooray! Whoop, back in. Okay. Yeah, the lighting situation is not ideal for that. Good to know. All right. Thanks, everybody. Next week, we will come back and we will probably get as close to done as we are going to on this page on stream. So we'll go ahead and finish the background inking and start inking the figures next week. And that'll probably be it. It'll probably just be 3 streams on this one. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.